And it looks like once again we're going to be joining Arkansas State Patrol in a 110 miles per hour pursuits that ended in a TVI. Actually, we're joining the local county area or local county agency there in Arkansas, and they have called in the state to assist and get this vehicle stopped. And it looks like it's going to be a earlier model bronze in color Pontiac. Looks like a Grand Am or Grand Prix or something like that. And for some reason or another, the driver thought that he could get away with traveling in at 110 miles per hour and not stop for a local law enforcement agency as they tried to pull this vehicle over. And so let's get into this video, and afterwards I will come back and give you my commentary. And once again, we're going to be joining Arkansas State Patrol. Trooper Jess Brothers in pursuit of a late model Pontiac. Looks like a Grand Am or Grand Prix, something like that. It's possible DUI driver. Local county sheriff initiated this pursuit, and the state of Arkansas is now joining. And I'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode of Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Shaft. Looks like we got a unit in front, a county unit in front of this vehicle, and also to the rear. And two state patrol officers also has joined the pursuit. Suspect is using countermeasures, locking up on his brakes when they are about to apply their pit maneuver. Yeah, we got a good pit.
Hands out of the vehicle. Put your hands out of the vehicle. Give me your fucking hands.
And taser been deployed.
When he stopped, he jumped something. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's this pistol right here. Traffic flowing so we can get North Star up here? Yeah. Can I get you to just scoot over? We'll run to this lane? Yeah, sure, thank you.
And once again, I'd like to welcome you guys back to Patrol and Performance. And I'm your host, John Schaff. And once again, Arkansas has gotten their man as they brought this pursuit to a conclusion by conducting a TVI, which is better known as a pit maneuver. And it is a maneuver that the State Patrol uses in order to stop a fleeing felony suspect. Once upon a time, these kind of maneuvers was not used when I first started years ago. On the force. I can often see myself in this kind of situation, and I would roll up on a vehicle, and I could see the side panel to where I could probably maybe tap it or hit it, causing it to spin out. But back in those days, that wasn't allowed, and we did not practice such a maneuver. But since then, times have changed, and of course, I was 24, 25 years old when I first joined the force years ago. And so now I turned 63 last month. So that's been quite a few years ago. My son I had back then, he was, I guess he was around about, I want to say between 5 and 8. And And so now he's 43. And I have grandchildren from him, so I tell you how long ago this has been. But today, yeah, these officers are authorized and certified to conduct such maneuvers, and it seems to be, in most cases, it seems to work. It stops a pursuit. And the reason why this is done is because fleeing from law enforcement is I think it's a Class A felony. And so anything involving a felony, man, that takes everything off of the table when it comes to negotiation. And they're going to stop you at all costs when it comes to a situation like that. And that's due to the fact that these cars, man, traveling down the road, highway of speed is it's like a missile traveling down the highway, and you can easily hit somebody and take out a whole family. School bus or Greyhound bus, anybody that's traveling in the motoring public. And like I always say, these pursuits are very dangerous, not only for the fleeing suspect, but the officers involved, and also the crazy fleeing person involved, and also the motoring public. And so they're going to stop you at all costs if you just outright refuse to stop. And like I said, back in the day, the thing they do today, spikes. We ain't had no spikes back in the day, let alone being able to conduct a pit maneuver. But most states, like I said, are the only agency allowed to conduct a pit maneuver is the one that's been certified by the state, and that's usually a state trooper. State like Georgia, Georgia does allow other agencies to send their officers through their academy for updated training or more advanced training, and thereby being certified to conduct pit maneuvers. Because nowadays you may not have the opportunity to just sit and wait for the state patrol to catch up. And so it's good to already have your officers in place that could also implement these maneuvers. But I'm, like always, I'm dumbfounded by people that continually to do this, think that they can just get away from law enforcement and think it's all right. I am a Corvette owner, and sometimes when I'm out in my Corvette, that's the first question I get: have you ever ran from the police? I said, no. Why? No. And why would I do something like that? And they respond, well, I would if I had a car like that. I would run from the police. For what? Just for the heck of it. Well, it's a good thing you don't own this car then, huh? A lot of times these pursuits don't end too well. Your vehicle all tore up, and God forbid you still hold financial obligation on it. When your the insurance company hear about that this vehicle was wrecked because you ran from the police, even though you might have still some financial obligation towards it, and you can forget it. and your insurance company ain't gonna that's not gonna repair that car. They're not gonna pay for that. And then even if they do, the chances are law enforcement is going to seize that vehicle. And if they seize it, then they're going to auction it off. And if it's a nice enough vehicle, like say a nice Charger, Scat Pack, SRT, or a Challenger, or I have even seen Corvettes been seized, and they make patrol units out of them. Now Corvette, it's very rare they're going to use that as a patrol vehicle. In most cases, they may use it as a promotional thing, promotion, good things about the sheriff department, things like that, some kind of special event, a parade, something like that. But in most cases, they're not going to use it as a patrol vehicle. Only one state I know that does that, and that's the state of Florida. Florida has seized a C8 Corvette, and they use it for a patrol unit. And I don't know what year it is, and how that come about, but they have one in their fleet. And they seized it, and they changed the color of it, and they had state trooper on the side of it, in the back of it. It has the emergency lights, emergency equipment, the radio inside of it with the computers and GPS. And by all accounts, it is a patrol unit, but it's not one that they bought. It was one that they seized from a suspect. And of course, I don't agree with that. In my opinion, you seize a vehicle like that from an individual, I think that it should be auctioned off, and giving the public a chance to purchase this vehicle. To me, it's a conflict of interest when law enforcement start to seize vehicles like this, and then they want to turn around and make patrol units out of it, simply because you could as a patrol agency, you could see any vehicle that you come upon and do such a thing like that, and just decide, hey, I think this vehicle would look good in our fleet. And you initiate a traffic stop or something, and you pit the vehicle, or you claim that the vehicle was involved in some kind of crime, and you had the vehicle seized, and you can see where I'm going with this, how this could be a conflict of interest. But for some reason or another, they have gotten away with it. And also another county, I think it's another county too in Florida, they done the same thing, and they seized a C7 Corvette in the same manner. And that C7 was just as nice as a C8. But hey, you don't have anybody around to tell them that they can't. And gratuities, gifts, monies, and stuff like that is supposed to be things that are forbidden for law enforcement officers. But hey, somehow, some way, some reason or another, these two agencies got away with it. But kudos to Arkansas State Patrol for bringing this pursuit to a conclusion, as they usually do. And they are one of the three top agencies, I think, in the country. Arkansas, Georgia State Patrol, and also Florida. So yeah, kudos to them for a job well done. And that's going to bring this video to a close and to an end. We thank you for watching and ask you to support the channel simply by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And looks like we're going to see you again in the next video. Again, we thank you for watching.